What is taught in this class is the practical application to media production. Media production meaning television production, multi-camera studio production, single-camera field production, post-production editing, storytelling, basically visual storytelling, and how to take an idea or concept and visualize that, put it together on the screen so that people can get an idea of exactly what it is that you're trying to get across.
What really makes me love teaching this class is being able to see the students that go on to actual film colleges and further education there. Also the ones who don't, but still stay in the industry, because eventually I probably will work with those people, and it works well when you're out on a video shoot to have chemistry with your crew, to be able to make amazing videos. And most of the children, or the kids that come in through here, do have an interest in pursuing film, and that gives us the opportunity to kind of show them the real world of what it is, but in a classroom setting.
This class gives you future opportunities by giving you sort of like a leg up, because when you either go to college for this or like work among other people when you first start off, a lot of them are not gonna know how to use Adobe Premiere or like anything like that. So having that leg up is gonna put you in a better light for promotions.
So the preschool is our lab school. The students are with me for 2 years. The first year of the program, they work with me 1 week in here doing classroom work, theories, building up their knowledge or gaining that information. And then they carry it over and work for 1 week in the preschool. So they alternate me for a week, the preschool for a week. And then the second year of the program, the students have the option to continue to work in the preschool, or they can go out and intern in school of their choice. Usually they stay in the elementary schools in Portsmouth, but I've had a few Newington or Greenland, and some even the middle school. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. It's well worth the amount of work. I've heard many students in the past come back and tell me they were thankful for what they gained in this class or the 2-year program, because it just helped them be that much farther ahead in college.
If I met a student who was considering taking this class, I would definitely tell them to go for it, because there's nothing more rewarding than a career tech program. I know several kids in the program who don't want to be teachers, and that's okay, but they are getting so many professional skills by working with children, by working on their time management, and by going to these competitions that there's no reason not to. I've gotten a lot of skills that will help me with my future. It's really taught us about organization and managing our time, as well as the many teaching skills that we learn.
In my 2-year program, we do stick welding almost the first full year, because we're trying to do some tests like these, which are actual certification tests where you have to make these welds in different positions. We cut, we bend them, we test the welds to see if they hold up, and that's how you become a certified welder. We actually, in the shop, cover most of the hands-on manual kinds of welding that welders do.
I think other students should take this class because it offers a pretty good opportunity in terms of just finding new talent in the job market.
It definitely made me look more into the trades instead of just looking at right at college, because the trades is definitely a good route.
I started looking at the trades, and now I'm going to a trade school for welding.
One of the biggest challenges is just dealing with the frustration of not getting something right away. Kind of have to work at it, work towards getting to the best you can be. And even at the point when you can complete something, you might not even be the best you can be, so you can always improve.
It's a wide sort of overview of computer science. I have an intro class that's a quarter long that is sort of a broad overview of computer science. And then it goes into web development, where I teach HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, basically how to build a web page. And then I teach object-oriented programming, which is a block language, MIT App Inventor, so it's the fundamentals of programming. Then I teach Python programming, which is actually a computer language, so it's a written language. And then finally I teach Java programming, which is again a written language.
I want to go down a computer path at some point in my life, and this will help me have basic understanding in doing that.
It was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be.
We cover basically all aspects of the automotive industry to try to get them ready for whether it's a post-secondary program or to go into the workplace right away. All aspects of the vehicles, and then obviously the job skills that go along with it as well. obviously the skills they're getting are the modern technology that's in the cars. We're heavily supported by industry, so we have a lot of opportunities for students to get right into dealerships, get right into jobs, and then also pursue post-secondary education.
We really put in the work this year, and we won both competitions we went to. I won first in skills, Seamus came in second, and in the New York competition, me and Seamus came in first place, and it's been a lot of fun. We were able to go independent. We work by ourselves a lot out in the shop, and how little class time there is, how much we actually get to learn hands-on.
When you don't know a lot about cars, it's all kind of just thrown at you at first, but they work with you. They help you figure out like what goes to what, how all the systems work.
We have our business entrepreneurship 2-year track for students. Students, when they are freshmen and sophomores, can take careers in business. And that's a quarter class, and it determines whether or not they're interested in the world of business.
Our business program, it's a 2-year business program. You take Intro to Business to start, and with that, it's a semester long. It's an economics credit, which is really great. I think that's new this year or last year. And that way, if you like it, you could continue on, and if you don't like it, you at least have that economics credit. You learned a little bit about a baseline of business. No matter what path you go, you're going to be working at a business. That's always going to benefit you. So we'll have face-to-face time, so you get to learn how to network, how to communicate, how to speak professionally, how to critically think, how to handle objections. And in entrepreneurship and throughout, we really focus on the presentation side. So you really learn, how do I communicate in a more professional way with a larger audience, which could be translated into any business, but then it could also be translated into any job interview.
I've learned a ton. We built our resumes, we worked on building rapport with people and doing like sales reenactments. And now we're actually doing this huge fundraising event, so we're getting a ton of real life experience.
We're sort of career ready when we leave Portsmouth High School.
They obviously learn to communicate architecture through drawings and models, but we focus a lot on presentation skills, and obviously in the design of buildings there are the problem-solving activity, so a lot of critical thinking and analysis to go into their final designs.
I think other students should take these classes because it provides like a wide range of information, whether it's on interior design or exteriors, materials, real life situations and stuff like that. It definitely outlines how things go in the real world as far as like construction or design and stuff like that.
This class provides really good opportunities for like your future, I guess, because I think if you're interested in like an architecture, some type of career like that, it gives you a chance to like build a portfolio and can really help you get into the field, I think.
I have 3 classes. I teach a Culinary 101. The 101 gives you an overview of general cooking techniques, basic knife skills, safety, basic sanitation, and different mixing methods. And then hopefully it feeds into my 2-year program. And then the 2-year program, Culinary 1 and 2. Culinary 1, we go over history of foods, we get into some more of the cutting, equipment identification, you get a general overview, and then when we get into Culinary 2, they go a little bit more in depth in theory. And it's a good balance between the kitchen and the classroom. Culinary 2s and 1s are part of it as well, but the big part, the production piece, is called Gourmet to Go. And frequently on Fridays, we run a business out of the kitchen, and we feed the public, and that's part of our production piece. And the Culinary 2s really take on a large responsibility for that.
I would tell them take it. It's a great class. You'll make a lot of good memories. It's just a ton of fun. It's a life skill you'll always have with you, and you'll always be able to use no matter where you are.
It's definitely a different way. It's a very cool hands-on experience, and it teaches you so many little things about cooking that you'll actually remember. I remember, I honestly, to be 100%, I took 101 just to fill my classes up, and I ended up falling in love with it. It's just cool because you just learn so much different stuff, and it's just a different curriculum.